I'm Suzanne Ridgway. This is Let Us Eat, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you how I roast my turkey. I have turkey that I've had in my freezer since Christmas, and it's time to get it out and cook it before the weather gets too warm. It's been in the high 50s. Today it's going to be 63 and gorgeous outside. And I'm going to roast a turkey because I have some time today. All my cleaning is done this morning. I did it as my kid was getting ready for the school bus, and I am going to show you how I prep it. Also, with the leftovers, we're going to be doing our round 2 meal. Once a week, we do at least one round 2 meal because it can save you a ton of money on your food budget every month. Using your leftovers is extremely important, whether it's lunch or for a dinner, and that way there's no waste and it's getting eaten. And there can never be leftovers when you do a round 2 meal and utilizing it to make something even more delicious. Tomorrow's round 2 meal is going to be a big pot of homemade turkey noodle soup. And I'm just going to put all the pan drippings and all the turkey in with celery and some mixed vegetables and onion and let it sit in my crock pot all day. We have a very busy day tomorrow. This is going to free my hands up so I can be out of the house and not have to worry about dinner tomorrow. And it will sit on low simmering. And then we usually add egg noodles with it. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Let's look for that red subscribe word and click on it. Also, give this video a big thumbs up because it's kind of like a meal prep Monday video as well, because we'll be taking the leftovers and getting them ready for tomorrow night's dinner. Then don't forget to tap the bell so YouTube will notify you when I upload new content. And let's get into the video. The first thing I'm going to do is fill up my stock pot, and I don't use canned or boxed broth when I baste my turkey. I always make my own with my bouillon cubes, and I use 2 bouillon cubes. Then I add in 3 teaspoons of garlic and black pepper. You don't need to overdo the spices because you're going to be seasoning your turkey, and that way everything is even and it's not overdone. I'm going to put this onto my stovetop on high heat, and when it becomes a slow boil and it's all bubbly around the side, I'm going to reduce the heat and let it simmer. I'm going to add in the black pepper first, 3 teaspoons, and then the garlic, 3 teaspoons. This is how my grandmother and my mother always made their baste. That's about 3 teaspoons. And I'm going to let this come to a slow boil. And then we're going to look to see if it's bubbling along the side right before it becomes a raging boil. And we're going to turn it down to low heat. I'm going to turn my attention to the empty sink here on the right hand side. I'm going to open up my turkey. This could be a pain in the butt sometimes. It's completely thawed, so I shouldn't have any problems taking everything out of the inside. I'm going to run some cold water. And take everything out. Make sure the plastic piece comes completely out. You don't want that melting in your oven. Make sure your hand goes all the way through to the other side, or the water runs all the way down, so you know nothing's in it. And this is a nice big turkey. Always rinse your hands when you're touching turkey and chicken. All the vegetables are on the bottom of my pan, and I have my butter here. And I'm going to put butter pads all over the turkey. We're going to first season it with 3 teaspoons of fresh black cracked pepper. And then I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of garlic. Nice beautiful garlic here. Your microwave beeped, Isabel. My oldest is homeschooled on Mondays. Then they go to tech school. Then they go to the high school for swing practice. Very busy schedule. I'm going to use almost this entire stick of butter to ensure the crispy skin and a juicy turkey. And the base will also help that. And we'll be rotating our turkey every half hour. And basting it. Looks like I'll be using the entire stick of butter here. You can do a butter brine if you wish. This is how I have been doing it all my life, and my turkey comes out perfect every single time. Underneath the legs. My dark meat and my white meat is tender and juicy. And if you're a baker, save your wraps in the freezer and you can use them to grease your pans with. My grandmother always did that. She was a very frugal person. Here's what the turkey looks like, and I will show you what it looks like in the oven and as it comes out of the oven and after it's carved, and a picture of it plated. This is my crock pot stuffing. It's going to simmer on low all morning and afternoon until about dinner's ready, and you put it to keep warm probably 40 minutes before so it doesn't overcook. And I have my baste that you saw me put together earlier, and I added a half a stick of butter. And I'll put the recipe below. It's not really a recipe, it's just directions. And I'm going to take out about 4 potatoes, maybe 5, and I'm going to peel them, and I'm going to get them prepped for the second crock pot, because we're going to make crock pot mashed potatoes to go with the turkey. I am going to cut the potatoes in half, and then put them into the crock pot, and I'm going to cook them on high all day long. I'm also going to add about a cup of water to a cup and a half to the well of the crock pot so they cook fully and not burn. You don't want to drown your potatoes because then they'll just get mushy in the crock pot. You just want them to cook thoroughly so you can put them in your stand mixer and mash them. And I have it set on high, and it will cook all day long next to the stuffing. I'm going to check on the stuffing because it has been cooking for a little while now. All the butter has melted, and I'm going to add just a little more baste in there so it becomes nice and thick and delicious. Here is the turkey in the oven. It's been in for almost a half an hour. I'm going to baste it. Just pour it on top just like that. And in about 10 minutes, we're going to rotate it. Here's what the turkey looks like. It is almost done. And we're going to check it with our thermometer a little bit. And we're going to mash our potatoes. And the stuffing has been in the crock pot all day. And that is done. And we're going to set the table. And we're going to eat dinner once the turkey rests and is carved. We are taking the turkey out of the oven. It is completely done. And here is what it looks like. And we're going to let it stand for a few minutes and carve it. And I will show you what it looks like on our plate. We are mashing the mashed potatoes from the baked potatoes that I did in the crock pot. And my husband just took the stuffing out and put it into the bowl for dinner. Here is my crock pot stuffing. And we are going to be getting the rest of the stuff onto the table and eat.